So for the go, you're kind of going to be using stuff you already know of, which is the circumference and the area. Okay, so they're going to either ask you for the area of a sector, which is like a part of a circle, or the circumference, or the distance that you have to walk along an arc, which is the circumference. Okay, so the first one's, they're saying, find the distance to walk along the arc in Q. So remember, always go in the short way. In to Q is that arc right there. So they want to know what's the distance of that. Okay, so we're talking about the distance on the outside of a circle. So for this one, we're going to be using the circumference formula. We basically want to find the circumference of the whole circle and then just divide it by 4. Because there's 4 equal arcs. So if we find the whole circumference and divide it by 4, that would just give us one of those arcs, which is what we're looking for. Okay, so since the radius is 6, that means that the circumference is going to be 2 times pi times the radius. 2 times the radius is 12. So let's just leave it as 12 pi. So the circumference of the whole circle is 12 pi, but we want 1/4 of that. So what we have to do is just take that, divide it by 4, and we should get 3 pi. So that means that the distance it takes to walk along the arc from N to Q, the short way, would be 3 pi. So for the area, it's going to be the same thing, just different formula. So they say find the area inside one of those 4 sectors. So now we're going to use area, and so we're going to square our radius, which would make it 36. And then times pi r squared. Radius squared is 36 times pi. And then again, we don't want the area of the whole circle. We just want one of the 4 sectors. So they're basically talking about, like, what is the area inside that sector? So take the whole area, divide it by 4. That should be 9 pi. So that should be the area. That would be B. And for C, you should be able to figure it out. You might have to add up some of the 3 pi's.